So this is just going to be a feature video tonight. This is an Electrolux AP-100. It is from, I would want to say, probably about 1974 or 1975, somewhere around there. And a lot of people who are not terribly familiar with Electroluxes might not realize that this is not an ordinary Electrolux. In fact, this Electrolux wasn't even sold, as far as I know, in the United States. So this is actually a Canadian model Electrolux. And one thing for sure that distinguishes this machine from other American-built Electroluxes is that this machine is made out of plastic almost completely. American Electroluxes, they wouldn't start making plastic machines until about a decade after they started making this machine. So this predates American plastic Electroluxes by about 10 years or so. I'm not really sure why they decided to make plastic machines first in Canada, but this basic machine is very, very similar to what would become the Electrolux 2100, for example, in the fact that it's all plastic and it's got this removable cover on the back that comes off, although it's kind of hard to do with one hand. And from back there, that would be your blower port, and the 2100 at least would have a filter here. I'm not really sure if this came with a filter originally or not, but there's not one there. And I saw this at the thrift store, and I'm like, you know, it's not really something I think I would want to keep, but it's one of those things where I knew somebody else would want it for sure, because it is pretty unusual to see a Canadian model Electrolux in the United States. A few other things. Ooh, excuse me. It's getting late. A few other things to note about this machine. It's had some parts replaced on it. So this is a genuine Electrolux replacement hose. The power nozzle was also replaced. The original power nozzle would have looked closer to that Electrolux power nozzle over there, the gray one. So this was replaced at some point. It looks like these might have been replaced about the same time. It did come with an attachment caddy, but it didn't come with most of the tools. So it came with this this rug tool and this floor tool. And this is the attachment carrier with the Electrolux name written in cursive. And over here, Electrolux again written and painted in cursive on the side. So the other unfortunate thing about this machine is that it does not run. It appears that the cord reel has been ripped out of it. For what reason, I'm not sure. And it looks like when they pulled the cord out, they just kind of spliced the cord onto the back of the motor or something like that. But all the connections came loose, so this machine currently does not run. And this machine is going to be parted out to another collector who has an identical machine, and I believe this is just going to be used as a parts vacuum. It's a shame that it wasn't complete. It's a shame that it doesn't work, but at the same time, at least it will be put to good use to somebody who has another machine that they can use it for parts in that regard. You open up the inside of the machine, it looks like just about any other Electrolux. It's got what appears to be a genuine Electrolux bag, but it might not be genuine. Actually, that might be a DVC bag now that I think about it. The motor is in there. You can see right here, there's the serial number plate, AP-100, Electrolux Canada Limited, made in Canada. So really, in all intents purposes, this is basically just a plastic Electrolux canister. I would imagine the performance would be about the same as a metal one made in the same time period. Relatively light in weight. You can feel it's a little bottom heavy. The weight in the motor makes it dive down a little bit when you pick it up, just because the motor in it is so heavy. Could imagine it'd be even heavier if it still had the cord reel in it. And I don't really know why that was taken out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I know about this machine. Again, it's one of those things where it was only like 10 bucks at a thrift store. And I figured another collector would want this machine, thus is the reason why I picked it up. So that is the Electrolux AP-100. I hope you enjoyed the video.